like this. That if the Nuggets don't win this,
that was a good one.
Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team. Lou, are you buying that this is the last dance for the Denver Nuggets?
I'm buying.
Nuggets.
I'm buying it. You're going to be in trouble today.
That's not fair. It's not even a thing. It's not even a word.
Sounded like it.
You would
Definitely
love that.
Anyways, I'm buying it. All good things come to an end.
I don't like hearing it, though.
And it feels
we didn't like
hearing that
And then
We ain't sure that I'm sweating.
It's all right, Vito. You covered in the cloth. I got you. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. She's good.
No, I'm sweating.
But listen, all good things come to an end, and it's just like again when you have a championship pedigree.
he said, "Ain't nobody gonna say nothing." Nah, nigga, you might not say nothing.
I would have stopped the whole goddamn show. Girl, what? Girl, what? And then talking about that's not fair. Don't try to get me on this. But the thing is, steady laughing.
Thing is, she been saying it.
Comfortable. Too comfortable. Try it around me, I'm liable to throw some at your throat.
Well, y'all let them get away with it. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome back. We on episode 46. Yeah. Almost a 50. Wow, y'all, I had a great weekend this weekend. I kind of tried to plan out something for my birthday. My birthday's coming up this week.
Thursday.
And so I don't really want to discuss how old I'm going to be, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to be 33. Somewhere around 30, I just stopped counting. I don't know where that come from. I don't know why. But yesterday, someone asked me how old I was going to be, and I literally had to be like, count my whole age again because I forgot. But
is that delusion?
Is
that like you don't want to accept it?
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. But I get it now when folks be asking older people how they age. Don't be asking me my age, bitch. I don't know.
How old do you think I am?
Shit, there you go. How old do you think I am? But shit, they might think I'm a little old. You know, I got grays and shit going on everywhere. You know. But yeah, I planned out what I got going on this weekend. I got Mr. GP to come in here, you know, Mr. Ghetto Poppy. We got him back on the show to give his analysis, and we got a few topics going on, so we're going to go ahead and get right on into that. And since we already talking about the N-word being loosely used around here nowadays, the headlines say, YSL trial judge Paige Whitaker apologized for using the N-word while reading defendant text messages aloud. We're going to hear what she got to say.
Right.
Boy, you still drinking? Where you at? I gotta do it for Boo. These niggas lacking. Like, they're not doing enough to honor him or whatever. I don't know that you can say, you can say, oh, that means they don't have guns on them, but that would be quite a stretch.
Right.
See, that's comfortable because, like I said, in another clip, though, the defendant or the prosecution or whoever it was read the exact same thing with his white ass and respectfully did not say the N-word.
I think we got that clip. Let me play it. Let me see if I got that.
We have to do it for Big Pooh. These people are lacking, as in they don't have firearms on them, so they're easier to
explain.
Well, they're talking about drinking.
Right.
Boy, you still drinking? Where you at? I gotta do it for Boo. These niggas lacking.
See, she wanted to say it.
Like, they're not doing
There
enough
we
to
go.
She wanted to say it.
honor him or whatever. I don't know that you can say.
But and on the other hand, what if she wanted to, like, they're in court, like maybe she didn't want to sugarcoat it. She wanted to read it word for word. Because when you're in court, you know, they documenting it. Like, they're typing. So everything's being recorded. So I guess for clarity,
there's no need for clarity because everybody's smart enough. And for those of you who are not smart enough, when you go to court, they give you a real court. They give you what you call a preliminary hearing. And what a preliminary hearing is, you don't even have to show up as a defendant or whatever you may be in the case. This is for your lawyers. This is where they give you all of the evidence they are trying to use, what they've gathered. They are going to now swap it out. You can see my shit. I can see your shit. So the case that I'm making is, this shit has been seen by everybody in that courtroom already. She didn't have to say that.
Well, she had to read it out loud. Like, once again, I was saying, everything that's being said in court is being documented.
So now it's just documented on her transcript that you said the N-word.
Well, it's documented evidence that this was said in said text messages. So on her behalf for that one, I'm gonna be a little Dale Ave, y'all. You know, I ain't giving them no pass.
It's niggas like you that be giving them slippery slopes.
I'm not giving them a pass.
Slide one time, you'll be.
But we are in court, and don't sugarcoat and say people when that's not the. And we are sworn to tell the truth. Mm-hmm. That's not what the paper said. You're lying. The paper say the N-word. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So instead of just saying the N-word, she could have just been like, "We all have the paper allowed. I'm not gonna say the exact word. I'm not gonna read it verbatim."
No, we are in court. We are not here to sugarcoat shit for you. If this is what was said, I'm reading it. That's what's wrong now. People playing in the justice system's face like, no, this is what it say. This is what it say. We not finna say they lied on me. No, these are the exact words. So, but for the other white lady, when the man laughed, the first video we saw, I ain't with all that.
I ain't getting none of y'all motherfuckers a pass. Don't say the word around me. I'm hanging it though.
Don't say it around me either.
I find it offensive.
I've already had a friend situation one time in life where I had to check him on that. And he felt like, because all his friends are black and we all, he don't really have no white friends, that we send around playing the game, that he can just spew that word out.
If you ain't got facts for me as a Caucasian or whatever your color is, and you close to more white or whatever, if you don't have any type of receipts that you've been oppressed in any type of way,
I don't care.
Then
I really don't care. For me, everybody, especially Americans, even outside of America, everyone knows where that word comes from, where it thrives from, and why the word was used. What makes you want to use the word? You're not me. You. What makes you think that I want to hear you use the word when you know what that word is for, what it was meant for? See, we took the ER off the end of that and put A on that. Like, we put an A on everything. See, it come from the South. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but that nigga, that slang term from the South that everybody just want to make popular now.
Yeah, because we are the culture.
Oh, yeah. We put an A on everything. Southerner, mister, sister, nigga. That word come from down here. Mm-hmm. So y'all done made it popular everywhere else. Like, y'all could just spew it out, not even knowing the history behind that word. And that's what I don't like.
Right.
But that's another day for another topic. But moving right along, I ain't giving y'all no pass. Black people, we got to do better. But then what we gonna do? Slap them up?
Hit him in the throat.
We can't be doing that. Trump, I had told him already. Remember.
Listen. Say the word around me, and I'm going to hit you in your throat. And when you say it was an accident, I'm going to say mine was an accident too. Mine was a reflex. Yours was some type of something, whatever. But, yeah, just speak white people, just say that shit around somebody you're comfortable around. Because I just want you to know, though, you will not get the same result every time around a different set of niggas. Use that word careful, because in that interview with that little lady right there, when they was out, who that was, Michelle? Michelle, who the fuck? What, Michelle? What the fuck is you doing, girl? Wait, stop the clip, bitch. Wait. Bitch, no, I ain't buying nothing. Bitch, we finna try to get your ass fired. Bitch, you done used a racial slur on the air, bitch. We is live, ho.
She came out with an apology. Both of them did, actually. The judge did and the other woman. I know y'all want to hear it, but they did. They apologized. They slipped. They said it slipped up, as they always do.
I want you to slide your hand.
Don't be sorry, though. Be careful.
I don't want none of that. I don't want no apology. I don't want you to be careful. I want you to pick up a pen. Listen to me carefully. Pick up a pen and write out a resignation and resign yourself from that platform or job that you just fucked up at. And after you've done that, then maybe if you sincerely mean that you are sorry, after losing your platform, then tell us you're sorry. Because your true colors will really show then. So if you lose your job and your platform and then you still sorry, then you were sorry. But you still don't get no slack because you got what you deserved after you lost what you had. But yeah, if you are genuinely sorry, nothing
You
should
said you
stop
ain't gonna feel it unless some repercussions are put in. Something gotta be done.
Somebody done allowed a little too much cushion for the pushing, and now she done pushed that motherfucker to the limit and done said some shit she ain't got no business in. Now y'all just gonna let her be okay with a public sorry? No, bitch.
Speaking of allowing, you know, since Trump been elected in office and stuff, he done gave the allowance to a lot of these white motherfuckers and racist motherfuckers out here to be cussing us black folks out. Yeah. Headlines say, suggested White House council member for Trump administration issues disturbing message to a New York attorney general. If she continues to oppose Trump's power, we will put your fat ass in prison. Now, I have not heard this clip, y'all. Y'all know I like live reactions. So we're going to really get into him cussing this black woman out.
Say this to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term. Because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time. And we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. And I promise you that. So think long and hard before you want to violate President Trump's constitutional rights or any other American's constitutional rights. It's not going to happen again.
We've been warning people on the show, Mike, this isn't the same Trump administration. Stop messing around. Don't rig elections. Don't illegally vote. Don't try the funny business, because we know the team this time and they are not effing around.
They are not effing around. He told that bitch we would lock your fat ass up.
Question though. Is she fat?
Yeah, you know how they. It's okay. I love y'all. Y'all know I love all y'all. I love my fat bitches. I love me a fat bitch. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. And Mike Davis, founder of Article 3 Project, a group that advocates for conservative judicial appointments, spoke on the Benny Show podcast, challenging James. I dare you to keep using legal tactics to target President Trump during his second term, he said. Davis, who has been suggested as a potential pick for Attorney General or White House counsel in Trump's upcoming administration, added, listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time. And we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. I promise you that. James, 66, had earlier vowed to use the law to push back against the future administration, stating that her office had been preparing for months to oppose Trump's return to power. Earlier this year, James won a $454 million civil fraud case against Trump, accusing him of inflating his net worth to secure better loans and insurance. Trump has appealed the ruling. Thoughts? It's giving pick-me vibes. It's giving real pick-me vibe. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
Okay.
First, you won a lawsuit against Trump. Number one. You've already sued Donald Trump, Mr. James, and you won. Second, now, all of a sudden, after you done sued him and won, you come and say, because you're supposed to be up for Attorney General, now you all of a sudden out here in the forefront cussing black people out, like unfiltered like Trump. If she tries it again, we're going to lock her fat ass up, knowing he was going to make headlines, knowing he want the attention of Trump. This going to be put right in front of his ass. I'm bold enough to say it to her fat ass. That's what I got from it.
It's giving white folk being comfortable.
They been comfortable. When have when people say that they getting comfortable, they been comfortable. When have y'all ever known a white person to be scared of a nigga?
I ain't known that.
When have you known for white people to be scared of black people? Scared to say anything to black people? Scared to tell on black people or turn you into the police? When have y'all ever known that? They ain't scared. They are very bold. Now they getting even bolder. If I was her, I'd come back and I'd chomp his motherfucking bald head ass out. I'd be cussing that old ass bitch out. Telling that shrimp I'd like to see him try it. That bitch got a better chance of going to get uncircumcised before he come for me. Now, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be chomping that ass out.
Hitting him where it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
His manhood.
Mm-hmm. Looking like a white head.
Little piglet.
White head.
Po pimping.
Huh. Papa pimple though. That's what she need to do. Leak the puss out that bitch.
Better call your friend, what her name is, Kyle. Learn how to go write you some reads down and go live on the internet, baby.
Don't write no read. Just go ahead and cuss his ass out like, bitch, you black. It's in you. Get your ass on that podium and light that ass up. What Michelle say? When they go low, we go high.
Well, if they go low.
And he definitely went low. Tried to talk about your weight. Don't get up there and cry about it. I do not want to see a video of you coming out crying and pleading for the public.
Right.
That is not going to work this time.
He went low, you supposed to take him to hell, baby. Let him know you are a lady in position of power, that you already have sued 9,000 of his friends for some billions of dollars. Let him know if he say one more goddamn thing, you'll sue his ugly pink ass for defamation.
I know that's motherfucking right.
Tell him to get in line, you'll see him at the court office.
You better go cut the extra skin off your dick first before you come for me. Speaking of Trump, y'all know Trump already came out with his statement of what he gonna do when he first get in office and what he plans to do plans to do these 4 years of his election term.
Talk about it.
So I'm not gonna really I couldn't really find the whole video. I looked, y'all. So every day for this week he came out with I think 5 big key points that he was going to do when he gets in office. So every day this week, or if he got more, I'll find it. But every day we're going to touch on at least one thing that he spoke on, and we'll elaborate on it and give our unwarranted opinion about it. So headlines say, President-elect Trump says that on day 1 of his new administration, he will end President Biden's policy which supports gender-affirming care.
Thumbs up, Trump.
So we're going to listen and hear what President-elect Donald Trump has to say.
The elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today.
Doing good.
It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much. Gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse.
So I can make y'all mad. I agree with Trump.
Go ahead.
For what he said, I agree. I don't like Trump. I don't support Trump. But since y'all voted for him and he in office, I agree with what he said. And when y'all listen to what he said and everything, notice that he kept saying minor and parents and consent. Minor, parent, consent. Bitch, if your child 13-year-old, they don't know if they gay or not. They shouldn't even know. So it's not okay for a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, not really 16, 17-year-old to be out here trying to transition from a boy to a girl. You shouldn't be trying to trans into nothing until you at least 22, 23. And I say 22, 23 because that's when your body is done fully growing. And now that your body is fully done growing, you've blossom into whatever you feel like you are, a real boy or a real girl. Now you can transition, but you damn sure don't need to be doing it with American dollars if that's what you want to do, because we didn't ask you to be here. And if you need help transitioning to what you feel like you should be, you need to get out here and go get a GoFundMe, go on a corner, or do whatever it is you need to do to support your habits, because transitioning is not a disease. It is not a disorder. It is not a disability. It is not a mental impairment. It's none of that. That is a fucking choice. You can choose to believe you were born in the wrong body. You cannot feel like America, white, black, yellow, brown skin, purple hair, brown, should pay for it. No. So
I'm gonna stop you there. My analysis is totally different from his.
You're wrong.
I don't agree with everything he said. Okay, and we're gonna discuss that in a second. But let's just talk about basically what Trump said. I agree with some of what Trump said. The key point I did not agree with Trump when he said this is something that was never heard of, right, that it just came out of thin air from the left. That's not true. I'm pretty sure that this has been around since the beginning of time. People feel like they are born in the wrong body. In the 90s. They may not 70s. Speak on it. They may not speak on it because it's not accepted. They know what'll happen if they speak on certain things like this. We're just not getting to a point where people are freely speaking on this and expressing this here in America. Because around the rest of the world, it's not freely acceptable. They're not having it. But here in America, people are getting to a place where they're expressing it and they're coming out. And I'm saying, I'm here, I feel like this, and I've been here. The issue is, I see that the right sees that as a social construct. Like, a lot of these things are being kind of pushed in front of the children. And for a lot of people that was born back in the day, they ain't really hear about trans. They didn't really see that. They knew about gay people, but they didn't know about trans and people wanting to change their body parts. A lot of old school people have not experienced that. They know about drag queens. They know about gay people. They know about lesbians, but they really don't know about this whole new trans thing. And so, and then not only that, we're funding a lot of these things. So I agree with Trump on that part. We should not fund these things. This is a personal thing that is not. This is not affecting everyone. This is just a certain percentage of people who feel this way. So if they feel this way, this is something that should be dealt with between them and the parent. And if they don't deal with it with their mom, when you get older and you decide to get out your mom's house and you want to transition, you can. Donald Trump did not one time say you are not allowed to transition in this country. He didn't one time say that. Right. He just said our federal agencies will not be paying for this. Now, where I disagree with you at when you said this is not a mental disorder, it's scientifically proven that this is called gender dysphoria. It is a mental disorder.
But no. So the fact that say the word again, gender
dysphoria.
Phoria.
It's not phobia. It's not a phobia.
No, but notice the ending of the word is Euphoria.
And y'all know we like to do clarity over here, so
euphoria is like a mental state of like ecstasy, of like delusion, or like, you know, because it's like euphoric, and you notice things like that is like a trippy type of vibe. So a mental what?
it's called gender dysphoria.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's they really saying you delusional for thinking you dysfunction and you ain't supposed to be anybody.
What is it? Hold on, y'all. I'm just looking up something for clarity right here. Gender dysphoria is a physiological condition that involves a feeling of distress or discomfort due to a mismatch between a person's gender identity, their internal sense of who they are, and the gender they were assigned at birth. This experience can affect people who are transgender or non-binary. Though not all transgender or non-binary people experience gender dysphoria. The symptoms of gender dysphoria vary widely and can include feeling of anxiety, depression, or frustration, as well as discomfort with certain physical characteristics or social roles associated with one's assigned gender. So, you may be right. They didn't say it was a mental disorder at all.
Right, because
and this is just me clarifying, so we won't be up here talking out the side of our asses.
So like I said, because I'm a little educated now. I'm not gonna say I'm smarter, but I'm smart. Now, like I said, euphoria is, if you know, euphoric is like ecstasy, like X, right? Okay. Dysphoria, just taking the end of the word. This is Latin. You take the end of the word. It actually means a state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with life. Right. A state of unease, because in your mind, now, you ain't got no split images, like you ain't no bipolar, like this is something that you just believe. Like this ain't, like, this is something you want. This is a desire.
But I do say that we should have, if anything, mental health is big in this country, and it's something that I think government should be paying attention to. We should be providing places where, and I think they do, certain places do provide places where you can get counseling and help for mental health issues.
You can lead people to water, but you can't make them drink it.
But once again, from what we're reading, it didn't say one time that this was a mental health issue.
Disease.
They didn't say it was a disease.
Right.
They just said you are uneasy and uncomfortable at times because of how you identify. It doesn't feel the same as what you see in the mirror.
Right. So that means when you want to be a boy and motherfucker run around here seeing a girl or feeling like they see a girl and calling you girl, that might make you uncomfortable. That might make you it might make you angry or upset because you feel like you keep having to repeat yourself over and over. Is this not what you want to be? So instead of getting upset or something like that, you looking at it like, okay, like that's not mental illness. That's a personal choice. So now instead of you out here wearing a skirt, you out here wearing baggy clothes and stuff like that. And now this is for boys and girls. Like, this is just my personal. Now you trying to dress up like a boy or a girl, and now we looking at you like, you know, some people like you for who you are, believe it or not. Like, a lot of people like you for being unapologetically yourself.
But what about these? You don't think these people are being unapologetic in themselves?
To a certain extent, I do believe some people are, and those are the people that.
But you believe in trans? Hard. You believe in trans?
I believe that people can have the truth and choice to be whoever they want or feel they should be. So if that means that I support trans, then maybe I do support trans, because if you want to be a boy, be a boy. If you want to be a girl, be a girl.
I agree.
But don't force your choices and your lifestyle and the things you do onto other people.
Or onto society
like,
as
don't
a
do
whole.
that. Like,
because
don't do
society
that.
as a whole believe in two genders. Male and
woman.
female. They don't believe in transgender. They
You know
don't
what I'm
acknowledge that. They don't know. And I understand
You're like
that's
an alien to us. That's new.
And I understand that's what Trump was saying. It's not new.
Yeah, it's not new, but
it's not new.
It's just, but it's like I'm saying though.
It's kind of like
it's like
new.
an alien though. Like it's new. Like it's different from what society is used to. So it's new.
So even though it's new, should we not even try to? Because what Trump is saying, we won't. But you heard him. We will only acknowledge two genders here in America, male and female. So even though this is new, we know this exists. Are we going to start acknowledging transgender?
Well, we already have started acknowledging transgender. What do you mean? They got.
But he just said we will only acknowledge male and female.
Yeah, but even though
when those are not just right now, we have something new: transgender, non-binary.
Right, and even though he's saying that, he's saying it in a political and federal funding point of view. So, like when you still go out into the world, you still identify as they. The world will still respect you and call you they. They will still be on the application. They will still be a choice to pick from on your applications and processes. They will still be there as long as it's not a federal or government form. That's what he basically said.
Yeah, program that.
Yeah. So when you go to a federal, what were you at birth? And at the end of the day, you have to respect that because just like this is my way of saying you have to respect it. You don't want nobody out here fucking with your social security number. And that was given to you at birth. You out here trying to change who you are, but you got a credit score of 800. You get a new identity. They tell you, okay, so you're going to have to get you a whole new credit score, a whole social security number, and your credit score going to start out at 350 because we're new to trans, so we don't know how to trust y'all. So we're going to start y'all at a low credit score to see how y'all flourish through the community, through the world. How you going to handle that?
They won't. They'll feel discriminated against. Because they're being treated differently.
But you're becoming a new person, so we're giving you a new identity in whole completely. So now that you want to be a new person, here's a new social with a new credit score with a new life.
Some might actually go for that. I'm not trans, so I can't speak for trans, but some might actually.
Depending on what you did, see the thing about it is, it's a pro and a con. Now, if you've had a fucked up history and you want to transition, and it might clear your background, and you never thought about credit, here you go. Here's your chance. You were born as a silver spoon citizen. You just want to be trans. You might lose. But that's up to you because you want to be a new person. Because up to what you personally believe.
But back to what Trump was saying, I also agree with him with some of what he said as well. He's mostly just talking about minors. Because this is where this all starts. It's beginning to start in the younger people.
Children.
Right, and then you grow into this.
Right.
And then a lot of them are doing this. We're funding and paying for it, and they growing up and saying, I wish I wouldn't have done this. A lot of them are. A lot of them are saying they were coerced by the doctors to get on this hormone blockers. Trump mentioned that too. He's going after, not only that, he's going after the doctors who be getting rich.
School teachers.
Yes, that be getting rich off of enforcing this when they should just stay out of it. Because if you feel like this is something between you and your parent, and then your parent go seek counseling for this.
But here's the funny thing too about that though. You got to be careful about them presidents. That's why I said in the beginning that I don't like Trump, but I like what he just said. Mm-hmm. Now, whether he's going to do it, we never know, because here's the tricky part. You're going to go after the doctors, the teachers, and all this stuff who's pushing this narrative, correct? That's what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
Now let's get into it. Where is this stuff mainly being pushed? In your social media, in your TV, your cartoons,
the teachings,
so, you see what I'm
the
saying?
school book.
So not only are you saying, you finna go after what them people name the Harvey Weinsteins and the motherfucking the what them people's names is, the directors and the Spike Lee's, because these are the people who making these movies, the people who making Family Guys, the film directors and stuff like that.
I don't think he's saying that. He's saying it more
But this is the narrative though. That's what I'm saying though. You can't just sit here and say that you're gonna go after a teacher and a doctor and the motherfucking child heard about this shit at home watching cartoons.
I really think this is something that should be left up to an adult. Like, as an individual, when you become an adult, this is a decision that you can make on your own. Your parents should not be in. This is a personal decision of your own. This is how you feel. He stated this. It's something that you feel on the inside. You know, just like he said, if I was to walk out here in the world and they calling me she, I would feel uncomfortable because I feel like a man on the inside. But they don't see a man. They see a she. I would be feeling uncomfortable, so I can understand what he's saying. Like, okay, as someone who wants to be trans, you feel like you're a girl, and they call you a man. It can make you feel uncomfortable, but that's how you feel.
Because technically, respectfully, notice the words. We're gonna get literal because I want y'all to take this literal. Technically, and literally. They are not disrespecting you.
Some can be quite disrespectful.
But okay, so if you are a born girl and want to be a boy, and you are a born boy and you want to be a girl, and someone who does not know you from a can of paint come up to you and be like, "Hi, sir," or "Hi, ma'am," and that makes you feel a little unease, I get it. But at the same time, they really didn't disrespect you though, because there was no slander, there was no defamation of character. They just went with what Trump was saying: man, woman.
Right. That's why I was just to go back to what I was saying. Now that this is something new, why are we not acknowledging it? That's the big question mark.
Boy, pulled out the yellow pack of M&Ms. My eyes are glowing.
Why are we not doing that? That's my only question here. Also, before we move to the next topic, I feel like this is a way to start invading people's. Y'all, I'm trying to word it right. Y'all know I try to get it out right. I be keeping it real. I feel like this is slick a way to start invading people's personal space surrounding how they feel and want to be treated as a human being.
So their personal choices.
No. It's kind of like I'm keeping it real, y'all. It's kind of like this. Well, we don't have to accept that, and y'all ain't gonna make us. So it starts right there, and then it ends up. Remember, I told y'all on Friday. About how they doing over there in Poland. They went from abortion rights to gay-free LGBTQ free zones, which means they're free from they don't have to service LGBTQ people at all. They don't have to accept you coming in as a customer. They're free zones, which means no gay people are allowed over here. And so I think that's what I'm getting at. Like, I can see it slowly creeping up on something like that. And that's the only thing I don't like about what I heard. I can slowly see that creeping up in the background.
Now, here go my opinion about this. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to always be honest. If that became a thing...
Because why would they stop? They already started.
But listen, if it became a thing for real, only thing I could say is... You did it to yourself.
How?
On the internet with y'all. What is the motherfucker always on the internet crying about something? Them folk got so many little LGBTQ. Them folks are trying to damn near control the alphabet. Y'all want a letter for every alphabet. You want a holiday and recognition for everything. Everything hurt your feelings. You want an apology for this. You want this person counsel. You want this person to do this. You're not satisfied with that. Like, everything is a problem. Everything is a issue. Like, y'all wanted the real girls, the women who are satisfied at birth from being women. Y'all don't even want them girls to have the word pussy no more. Like, You're doing too much. So if them folk take y'all asses or me, I'm
But
not
that
gonna
goes
be
back to
with
what
y'all.
I'm saying.
You're doing too
They're
much.
doing too much because they feel like you're not even acknowledging that they exist. You're trying to acknowledge that they don't even exist.
Because you know that y'all exist because they slandering the shit all across the TVs and the radios and everything. And then look how you got a pride in damn near every major popular state in America that is literally broadcasted. How are you not recognized? Make it make sense. These people are willing to shut down cities and blocks for you people. How are you not recognized? Atlanta, these people shut down with real live police officers and goddamn hazard cones. Shut the city down for y'all. And y'all will come down here and tear these folks city up. Miami, they will shut the city down for y'all. And y'all will go down there and tear them people city up. And get what? Next year, instead of canceling y'all event and hearing your mouth cry about it, they invite you back. With another artist, another event, another special guest, another picnic. But y'all so unsatisfied. So if them people cancel that shit for real, like I said, you did it to yourself. You do it to yourself because some shit is better just left alone. Like, accept the shit that they've given you. They've given you every letter of the alphabet. They've given you every color on the flag. They've given you a pride in every major city in the United States. They've acknowledged you. They've put your pronouns on applications worldwide for school, colleges,
We can get
jobs.
married.
Like, you can get married. Like, what more do you want? Like, what more? Like, be happy. Live your life and stop crying and nagging about the shit that you don't have and just be happy with what you have. You're going to get yourself fucked up and put on the island and bombed. That's what you're going to get. That's when you're going to be happy. That's when you're going to realize I can't have no internet or nothing like that. You're going to realize, damn, I should have shut the fuck up and been an American. I should have just stayed over there and been quiet. I really didn't have it that bad. I was fucking who I wanted to. I could have got married to him or her. Now, why the fuck was I complaining again? The fucking internet had you fucked up. You was following it. Now y'all done ran at them folk internet. Now they tired. They tired. Them folks are tired. Them be tired.
Oh my God. We gonna be moving right along, y'all.
Let's move on along.
That's part one of what Donald Trump got in place for what's coming up. We have more coming up, so y'all stay tuned.
Catch it.
Since Donald Trump got in office,
The people's is showing out.
y'all see they already done, got Attorney General up there playing pick me, old butt pirate. Following Trump's election victory, NYC mayor announced he's ending food vouchers for illegals. Migrants will no longer receive $350 a week for food and baby supplies. We're going to hear what they got to say, y'all, and then we're going to come back and elaborate.
Will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food, ending a controversial program that had repeatedly come under attack by conservatives and others.
This pilot program in New York City, drenched in both humanity and controversy, distributed debit cards to migrant families staying in city-funded hotels and allowing them to buy their own food. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Heiniger following the breaking news for us. Josh?
Bill, it's a program that, as you say, generated plenty of controversy, but now its absence may raise even more questions. The so-called Immediate Response Cards pilot program was designed to help feed migrant families who'd found themselves in New York with no way to afford food. The one-year contract provided what the city described as culturally relevant food to 2,600 migrant families, allowing them to basically buy what they wanted. A family of four with two kids under 5 got about $350 per week to cover food in a program the city said would actually save taxpayers millions a year. It also reduced food waste. You may remember the food the city had been providing in migrant shelters was seen as not culturally sensitive to the needs of some migrant groups, and it ended up just going to waste. For more than a year, the city was groaning under the weight of more than 200,000 asylum seekers. Officials say the migrant population has actually reduced lately. In fact, a massive shelter on Roosevelt Island is in the process of closing. In the meantime, Mayor Adams spoke on the phone yesterday with President-elect Donald Trump, who had vowed during his campaign to mass deport migrants. Aside from congratulating him on his win, though, Adams today would not say what they discussed.
We still stuck on they was feeding y'all and y'all were not eating because culturally it's not the food that you eat.
Ungrateful.
That's what I heard.
Ungrateful.
They were already feeding y'all at these government-funded hotels and places that y'all were at. They were feeding y'all. And y'all were not eating. So who in the fuck in the government felt they had to issue funding?
But let me tell you something. America do everything but the right thing. I don't want to hear about y'all motherfucking. Listen, I don't have nothing against the immigrants.
I don't either.
I mean, like now, let me clarify, because you don't have nothing against the immigrants.
I don't. I don't have anything against the immigrants.
I do. I don't have nothing against you as a person, but I have something against y'all when it comes to being a citizen, and here's why. America has this whole little nice thing to where they welcome y'all and then they give you all the benefits that they should give other natural born citizens. I know niggers, crackers, people that were born in America who have actually tried to get an education, who have actually tried to get a job, or who just weren't smart enough, or who lost their way. You could give these people that $350. Not somebody who swam over here, came over here illegally on a truck or on a bus. Nothing against y'all, because I support the way that you got over here. You got hustle, you got motivation, you were dedicated.
I don't support anybody coming up here illegally.
Fuck that though.
My thing is though,
y'all don't need that money. So if he's trying to defund y'all, clap for Trump, because y'all give that money to some people that need it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to some real American people. I see people at the stop sign right up the goddamn street need $350 a week. Stop that bitch from begging.
All right, we're going to give y'all a backstory, and I'm going to comment. The program started last year and gave prepaid debit cards to migrant families, allowing them to buy their own food. The city said it was cheaper than buying and delivering boxed meals, which some migrants didn't want to eat.
Ungrateful.
Over the past few months, the program has given out 3.2 million in debit cards to about 2,600 families. Each family of 4 received $350 a week to buy food and baby supplies. The company McAfee was hired to manage the program, but the city will not renew its contract when it ends. The mayor's office didn't give a clear reason for ending the program. The announcement of the decision came just one day after Trump's re-election. We already know why. Unnecessary funding. They was already feeding y'all.
That's the amount for them 2,600 families. Them $350 a week.
That's how much they spend a week.
That's how much we spend in a week for them.
And there's so many Americans out here that could really use that type of money. And then not only that, we feeding y'all. See, I can't get over that part.
And y'all just don't want the food.
And y'all just don't want the food.
Go back home and eat where your culture at.
You better take what you can get. Even if it's some rice.
Or go
Everybody
back
eat
home.
rice and they stay saving rice at these places. Just eat the rice
Or
and
go
the
back
vegetables.
home and eat where your culture is.
Stop. I ain't with him. Because I remember a time where somebody was telling, you know what, we're going to move right along.
Because this is not the time to remember the time. Because listen to me. That's just like now. If I lose everything I got, and I ain't got a dime, and I can't feed myself, and I don't got no type of way to hustle or nothing, and can't get a dime, and I say, I'm hungry, and you offer me something to eat, and I don't eat it, get what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try it. True enough, I'm gonna try it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat it. Now, if I'm starving and I know that I can't make it, I'm trying to make myself eat enough to where I feel like, cause you don't have to eat much. You can eat like a little, a couple of spoons, couple of forks, enough to stay alive, and to see what you bring me tomorrow, later tonight. And I'm gonna try to make it, but that just whole ungrateful thing.
And I get that everybody don't eat what everybody eat, which is true.
Right.
Everybody eat different things, but they give out a meat and 2 sides normally at these things. Not mostly all the time, you're getting your meat and 2 sides
With some bread.
You gotta eat something out the sides, at least if you don't eat the meat.
A roll.
Something.
Cornbread.
You gotta be grateful for what you're receiving because you already seeking asylum here. Or you here illegally. He just said this earlier. You're going to end up fucking yourself up.
Overdoing it.
Overdoing shit. You're going to end up finding yourself back out there because he's doing a mass deportation.
I'm going to say, so this, you already done fucked yourself up.
Speaking of mass deportation, I was watching on the news as well in New York City. There was people who voted for Trump, whose parents came here legally, but they were born here legally. Do not think their parents getting put out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye. I had a video up here, but I didn't
have...
have
the space, though. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but we need all the space we can get. It's too crowded.
Let me tell y'all this. I missed, I had saved a video, but I didn't put it up in the lineup. But at the end of the day, your parents committed a crime. I know a lot of y'all voted for Trump thinking, oh, Trump only gonna get the bad guys out. If that is a crime, you're here illegally. You've been here for years too.
Use the bad guy.
And you ain't been paying no taxes.
And letting your people use your same name. Use the bad guy.
Are you serious? You've been here illegal for years. You done had kids here. You've been selling here. You been paying no taxes. Yo, they broke the law. I know y'all like to think they've been good people. They work. They do this. But they're breaking the law.
Taking our money, our jobs, occupying space. Who knows? Maybe
and we know they may be good people. And they don't bother nobody. And they go home and they don't commit crime. But still. And they the video I'm talking about that I saved earlier, they asked the guy that's going to be over the military in this whole mass deportation shit. They asked him, is there any other way that you could deport them and keep families together? He said, sure. The families can just be deported together. And they got mad and ate his ass up. And I'm like, what? He gave up.
But I was saying, did you hear a lie?
That's what I said. I mean, if you feel so bad, you could just really go with them. I mean, I know it sounds shitty.
Or you can be
I know it sounds shitty, but it's true.
And send your monies back like the other
Like, they committed a crime. Anybody out there, get your shit together. It's time to cut out getting over. They tired of mediocrity. They tired of people who having jobs who are not qualified. Yeah, around here ruling and passing out rules and stuff and ain't even qualified to pass out rules. They tired of this shit. They tired of people here illegally. They tired of people getting over, not paying their motherfucking taxes, looking at us like we weak. The American people have spoken. Y'all know I already voted for blue. But the American people have spoken. They not with it. They want change. They want to feel safe. They want a better economy. They don't want bad people just coming into our country. So if you don't got your shit together, get your shit together and stay out of the police's faces as much as y'all can. If y'all ain't never did anything, follow the law. We're going to move right along.
We'll break a few laws, though, y'all.
I ain't with him.
Breaking the law for a bag. Break the law for a bag. Break the law for a bag.
Y'all remember, I think last week, Thursday, we spoke on this. A trans woman came out and exposed, was going to expose anybody.
Oh, that word bothers me. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, that word bothers me.
What word?
Expose. That word bothers me.
Why, you must got some skeletons in the closet.
I'm grown.
Oh, well, then you shouldn't be shook or shocked.
I'm not shocked. That word it just makes me cringe because it's something about that word that's just disrespectfully I don't know. It's like a different type of disrespect. Like it just like it's like one of them disrespects that you deserve.
It's giving hit dog holler.
No.
And most definitely, what are you hiding? You don't want to be exposed? What did you do?
I'm not hiding nothing.
Then that word shouldn't bother you. He don't like the word.
I don't like the word.
The word must mean something.
No, I just feel like it's a disrespectful word. Like, who in the fuck, like, end up going with you?
Anyways, so remember last week I gave y'all, we talked about this trans woman who came out and was like, she's exposing anybody. She's exposing anybody. She's exposing anybody who was in her DMs. and she put out one of the basketball players, Le'Veon Bell. Well, I got an update. I told you I'm keeping y'all updated, right? So Le'Veon Bell came and made a statement on his Twitter saying, I don't want my daughter using a bathroom with men. So then the trans woman came out and was like, well, using my DMs. And I told y'all, trans women, that ain't cool. Like, either you're going to live your life as what you say you are or not, but don't weaponize it. Like, this not something you weaponize. It's not something to be taken as a joke. You know, one day you're a girl and the next minute, he messed around with men, but he don't want to. Which one are you? You said you're a woman, be a woman. So, here's the update. Le'Veon Bell came and wrote something on Twitter. He said, tried to trick me, but still, I don't want men in bathrooms with my daughter. And he's standing firm on that. So, according to them, they say they don't know him. He don't know her, and she tried to trick him. Now that I know this, I read somewhere that they said how she tried to trick him when it's in her bio. That she's trans. Now, I read that in the comments.
And then also they saying, how can she trick you when you hit her up, though? She didn't hit you up.
Oh.
That's another thing I agree on.
You read the comments?
I am.
Oh, because I was wondering what you was doing over there on the clock.
Yeah, I'm over there reading.
No.
Yeah, I'm reading what they saying.
But yeah, they said that, so that's a question mark for me. How is she trying to trick you when you hit her up first and it's in her bio? But a lot of men, they don't be paying attention to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and so that was my thing too, though. So honestly, I've did my little fair share of the dating apps, and I know for a fact, me personally, I read bios. Because it saves a lot of time sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
I know a lot of motherfuckers who will not. They will see the picture and be completely
and go straight to the DM
and be like straight to the DM. So now here's a funny thing, because this is and did happen on Instagram. When you click on somebody's Instagram page, the first thing that pops up at the top of your screen is their bio. Even when you get ready to start scrolling.
But they were on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Same thing with Twitter, you right. The bio pop up first when you get on their page.
Yeah, it pops up, though, when you go up there. That's the first thing that pops up.
You're right.
And if I'm not mistaken, if you meet somebody on Instagram or Twitter, you hit that little circle. Yeah, you hit that little circle, because that circle will actually let you see their profile and their profile picture.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to see that little, So, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. This is some he say, she say shit this day business. And
I feel like she weaponized her being trans. I'm just saying. She did, because he said, he made a blank statement without her involved. I don't want my daughter in the bathroom with other men. Out of nowhere. Oh, you saying that, but you was in my DMs. What are you trying to say? I know you don't believe you're a man. You said you're not a man. So why are you... What you trying to say? See, that's what I be getting at. Like, you cannot weaponize that. You can't do that. You just weaponize that by trying to put out a message of y'all. Like you saying something.
About that exposing shit.
Like you're saying something.
So what? You really want to be a boy, though?
Yeah, like, you really know deep down inside. We just got done talking about this. Everybody ain't like that. And everybody not going for it. Because they know you see what they see too.
All right.
So, why would you weaponize it? That's all. That's all I'm saying. I told y'all this before. We're going to keep an update on this. Because now, he possibly was in her DMs, but he going to do what most heterosexual men do and say, she tried to trick me. That's what they do when they kill you, when they beat your ass. The first thing they tell the police is, she tried to trick me. And since most society only see two genders, not trans, they gonna believe him. Because they believe you, the Lulu.
You playing makeup.
You weaponizing your shit. When they see shit like this, like, damn, you know you dead. Because you weaponizing it. You the ones that be in the bathroom that he time at. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't even hit dog. Holly, I said this last week. You shouldn't even say it now.
She shouldn't have said nothing. She did put herself in an awkward situation. And then for all y'all that's on her side, like, ooh.
Right!
You ought to look at it from a grown people point of view. Bitch, where did you come from? Who sent for you? Who came looking for you? Who invited you? What we got?
Trick Daddy said he ain't black.
And they black as he is.
I'm just talking shit. Trick Daddy.
What?
I ain't talking shit.
What?
Trick Daddy said he doesn't identify as African American. I've never been to Africa. I know it's the motherland, but it's not my mother. Not her mother. And not her mother's mother. That ain't their land. Okay, we're going to hear what you got to say, then we're going to elaborate.
It gave me a little outcast moment with that mother.
Here in the U.S., that how Afro get in front of my motherfucking race. I ain't never been to Africa. I ain't never been to Africa. Afro or Africa. Never been there. I'm not from Africa. I'm born and raised in Goose, Florida. I'm born in Goose, raised in Liberty City in the Poker Bean Project. Ain't never went to Africa. Ain't thinking about going there. And I heard it's a beautiful place. Yeah. And I know it's the motherland, yes. But not my mother, not her mother, and not her mother's mother. That ain't their land. America, real true land is right here in the U.S. soils.
I ain't mad at nobody if they go live and they spitting facts.
Yeah.
Now, if you go live and you saying a whole bunch of bullshit, rah, and you just looking for clout, then what the fuck? You dumb fuck. Trick Daddy is right.
He absolutely right, y'all. Like,
we are on stolen land, so I don't know how they done convinced y'all that y'all are African Americans.
Especially when all of us been born right here.
If anything, y'all should have been questioned to see. That's why I got kicked out of history class, because I was the one asking these questions. If anything, Christopher Columbus Day. Remember, y'all need to go look at these two historic events, and then y'all think about it. Christopher Columbus Day, in the whole, what was it, Conquistador. And then you have the Indians, and it was called the Trail of Tears. These two events. Go research these events, and that'll let you know, baby, this shit is ours. And if anything, they should really be kind of call us Native Americans and not African Americans. Even the shade of, no disrespect to nobody, but even the shade of skin is different. The skin is different. The shades are different. Like the texture.
Yeah, I feel like we all still black.
We all are still black, but African skin, their skin is different.
You're right.
The texture of their skin is like different. And all of us have melanin, so all of us age gracefully. We can withstand a lot, but it is different. You can tell it's a different type of nigga in there. You know?
I think we all black at the end of the day, but we distinctly can tell an African from an American. That's what I'm going to say. A black American. Because we really are black Americans. That's just simple as that. And then some people don't want to say black American, well, you just American. And y'all ate Raven Simone ass up when she said that. She been saying that for the longest. I don't know anything. I don't know where I'm from. My native ancestry history from Africa. I don't know anything about that. Only thing she knows anything about is being black and being an American. And she don't like using black American, so she call herself American only. And y'all ate her ass up. Ate her up. And I always said, I understand that. Because it's same for me. I know nothing about Africa. Don't know where I would be from because I'm not from there. I'm from here. I was born here. I was raised here. So I agree with Trick Daddy. Y'all can't force that on all of us. Everybody ain't with that. Now we know it's a beautiful place. Wouldn't mind visiting.
Gotta go.
But even Africans here in America distinctively remind us that they not with us. A lot of them say, I ain't black. I'm African. I've heard that out of my own mouth. Not my own mouth, but I've heard that myself, but my own ears. Like, really? And I was on the bus when that happened. I was like, but it let me know. I also saw a time where Jamaicans said that too. I'm not a black American. I'm Jamaican. Oh,
but they are.
I understand. It took me. It let me know that I'm out of touch with what's really going on. Because I'm like, but we all the same. We are not all the same. Yes, we're black. Yes.
That's the only thing we have in common.
Right, but we are not the same.
The history, the ancestry, the culture, everything is different. And
right.
that alone lets you know that you are not the same.
Right.
If your culture is different, you are not the same.
Right. But I agree with Trick Daddy. Creepy or not, Lamar Odom orders a $8,000 to $20,000 custom sex doll visits to the factory. I can see her ass from the front. Oh.
This is called squirt machine.
Oh, these ones might be wet.
You see what y'all Kardashian women make these men do?
Say that again. Say that again.
Popular ones.
Oh, wow.
It's the body app, biggest tits, biggest
Not a
ass.
clone. You need to go leave y'all women alone. He'd rather put all his calm in a dog than fuck with you, bitch.
Oh, man.
They gonna have him a time. He say, I like
clothes. Lamar.
I like clothes. Don't put on some clothes.
Listen. With all the diseases and monkeypox and COVID and all kind of shit going on right now, and women using men's sperm as trophy babies and all this kind of stuff.
What?
Oh yes, Lamar is famous. He already got 3 kids, and I know these women out here trying to get them another.
Oh, trophy.
I'm with Lamar. I'll go nut up in a doll if I give one of you motherfucking bitches my motherfucking sperm anymore. He through having children. And then I believe he don't like using condoms. That's why he can't get off Chloe.
Let me tell y'all something.
Would you get a sex doll?
No. I like real sex in real life. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I would try this because I'm funny at then. You know, I be getting to the place that I don't be want folks to touch me. I be all about me, and so I would try a sex doll. Just
that dog can't talk to me. When I slap the fuck out of that dog can't tell me how she
even
feel.
more reason to get it. You can do whatever you want to this dog.
I need some response.
You know, you ain't gotta take it. You ain't gotta take it front. You ain't gotta take it frustration out on him.
I gotta have some feedback, some enforcement,
some oohs and ahs.
Yeah, some wait a minute, some hesitation, a little
the body warm.
Yeah, a little ooh, wait a minute, a little wait, ooh, you tearing it up, or wait a minute, it good or something, or wait a minute, let me say, hold up, or something. I had some excitement or something. I don't know. That doll ain't gonna give me no life though.
I agree with the doll. It's all latex up already.
I feel like the doll is safe, but
very much so.
Yeah, to each his own.
In America, with what's coming from other countries and other places and reproducing here and mass producing by the numbers, I want some parts.
Right. COVID was proof that a sex doll ain't gonna save you though.
Not from COVID.
I'm just saying, if they want you, they gonna.
Well, sexual transmitted diseases, a sex doll that will save you.
But if they want you, they'll find a way to get
you. No, you got to be strong now.
If they want to find a way to eliminate
you, gotta be strong.
They'll come and get you now. Find a way to get you.
When Doug.
Academic claims Drake flew to Young Thug after his release and gave him $1 million.
Y'all know Academic mouthed it, then us. Y'all know
he's sassy as a motherfucker.
Know what that is.
Yeah.
Which I think that's dope. When Doug gets let out of jail, the talk is this. They say 2 hours afterwards,
2 hours.
Drake flew to Doug.
Corn teeth for teeth.
And allegedly gave him $1 million. Drake didn't tell me. Drake gonna hit me up and be like, who told you? Which, by the way, super strategic move. Super strategic.
Very much so.
Doug was in jail talking about let's squash all this beef. If I'm Drake, I need Atlanta. Okay, so I got one nigga in Atlanta that's what
that damn near run.
Ghost. Supposedly Drake flew to wherever Thug was at. Gave that nigga $1 million. Y'all can't turn Atlanta against no big drizzy. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if he big drizzy though, but
Right, maybe champagne poppy.
Yeah, you know, academic will suck a little.
Over exaggerate,
Yeah.
boot lick and butt lick.
Yeah, academic. You know you a little
Still
down.
sniffing light skin's ass.
Yeah, calm down.
Calm down.
You know, put your pom down.
But I agree with academic. It was very, very, very strategic move.
Me personally, I would have had you $2 million, my boy, because I fuck with you.
Me too. When he first said this, that's the first thing that popped in my head.
I would have drove your net worth up.
Yeah.
I would have drove it up because I know for a fact, like he said, you need Atlanta. You don't throw a guy Atlanta. I know for a fact if I would have gave you them $2 million, I would have definitely got my investment back.
Right.
Definitely.
And that was the first thing that popped in my head when he said Drake gave him me. I said, well, damn, you want to give him 2 or 3 million, you know, because you know you finna get your money back. And Kendrick Lamar has slaughtered you for the year of 2024.
And then not only that, like y'all know, like Nicki Minaj be's trying to low-key snitch on Drake. So she say Drake is actually into producing. I would have given that.
She did say that.
I would have gave that boy $2 million and produced the entire project, put me on 3 songs and gave y'all 8 songs and dropped that shit.
He would have had to give me 2 albums.
I would have gave that boy $2 million and dropped the whole.
Give me 2 albums. And I know you got it already written up. You've been there forever, 5 years. I know you got some shit written up. So give me 2.
He ain't going for that. Now he ain't no Rick in the game. He ain't going for 2.
I would have gave him a little air run.
He can really drop his own shit and do better. With
No,
that.
because they gonna if it was me, we finna do an album and it's gonna be out within 30 to 60 days.
Yeah, but don't push it though. Don't push it.
That way, we coming out big.
I still got my own shit to do. Like considering Thug now, he still got his own shit to do.
He still can do his own shit, but also get this bag too.
Right. I'm gonna take the $2 million. I'm gonna give you about 8-9 songs. We're gonna drop that shit as an album.
Right.
Let that be.
I agree. 1.
Yeah.
You're not 2.
Right.
We can do a 1 collab. We can do a collab.
He
1.
ain't no intro ass nigga. Now.
And that might just be an advance.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I'm saying? Because that is damn sure gonna hit back for what Chris Brown say. Get my residuals.
Yeah. So shout out to Drake for doing the good work.
Smart move.
Work.
Young Thug, you could have did better, but you know, could have been a better guy. But I fuck with Drake and everything. But
Yeah.
Moving along though.
I told y'all I was gonna give y'all an update on, you know, Halle and DDG. For those of y'all that don't know or didn't watch the show, last week DDG went on Kai Cenat's online streaming show and he had his son with him. Halle, for whatever reason, was not with them, and she was out of town and did not know that her son was going to be on a live show. Got online and tweeted, "Hey, I'm his mother. I'm his protector. I had no idea that he would be on a live show today." So I told y'all, you know, I broke it down. I said, Halle, don't be one of them baby mamas where the man lead the woman and then you slowly try to flex your motherly powers.
But that's not a motherly power.
I know it's not a motherly power, but you understand what I'm saying. The moment he don't do something that you feel or agree with, because it's his son too, y'all share parental custody.
Right.
You want to try to flex your motherly, I'm his mama, give me my baby, bring my baby to, this is not one of those. So please don't even start slow like this. He's his son too. He was in good hands. He was safe. We saw that the whole time. Nothing wrong was done. As long as he was safe, that's his dad. He's a live streamer. That's what he's at work with him. And Halle, I'm pretty sure you done had the baby with you while you've been at work too as well.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but I have an update on that, and I told y'all this too as well last week. I said, you know, she might be going through a little bit. She just had the baby. They just split up, and this is probably one of her first times ever being away from him. So. Here go the update. Halle tweets, "As a woman experiencing severe postpartum, there are boundaries that I wish to be respected. Nobody knows what someone is going through until they snap." I told y'all, she probably going through a little postpartum. You know, it's natural for moms to, you know, want to be back connected with their baby, especially
your first baby.
Whatever bond they have with their child. We don't have that. So when they see their child out there in the world looking back in the camera, they feel like, I need to get her. You don't know my baby. I need to get my baby. And also DDG came out saying that we need to back off Halle. You know, he said, you know, we don't understand what Halle's going through. And she's a mom, a strong woman, and he supports her and he got her back. So the internet was trying to eat her up. Like I said, that's his son too. So the internet ran to his defense like, Hallie, back down. The baby was okay. We watched the whole thing. Nothing was done wrong.
Now, this is where it gets very controversial. I didn't see the tweet where she said she was, protective of the baby. But, however, for the people that was eating her ass up, I'm on y'all side. Because bitch was doing too much. Like they said,
I agree. I understand
was safe and everything, like they said. So I was on the people who were defending you, DDG, even though I don't really know nothing about y'all. Now, however, once again, this is where it gets controversial. Kudos to DDG for standing up for your baby mother. Mm-hmm. Because, however, at the end of the day, y'all might not be together, y'all might not be married, but that child should see and know that his father respects his mother as a fucking parent. So, Hallie, Chloe, which one is it? Hallie?
Yes, Hallie.
You need to kind of get some of that, probably let him fuck you one more time, see if he can give you some of that maturity.
But that's probably why she's so emotional.
Yeah, but
she
listen.
probably still screwing her, but they ain't really together.
Giving her some of that Yvette and Jody vibe going on. Instead of dicking her down and telling her lies.
Right.
Yeah.
And then y'all got a baby, all the mixed emotions.
Yeah. But see, you gotta get this. You got a baby now, so you gotta get a little mature. So now you gotta know, like he just said, like he just stood up for you. You gotta know that even though y'all not together, the sex may be good. The sex is safe. That's what it is. Really, the sex is safe. You're safe there. You've been there. The dick is safe. The pussy safe. So that's your old reliable dog. That's your old reliable. Until you get something new, that's your old reliable. But you gotta let your old reliable still be a father. Mm-hmm. You can't control every moment. Like if it's a little boy, you gotta let the boy be the little boy. Like you can't just hold him and shelter him the whole time. You gotta know that, yeah, he helped you make the baby and he's okay. He financially okay. He ain't gonna do nothing crazy until you see something that sparks something that is serious. Then baby, calm down, don't trip. But trolls on the internet, y'all were right. But also DDG, you were right. So congratulations everybody, y'all. 10s across the board.
We on the last topic, y'all, and it's really not a topic, it's just really an announcement. Tyler Leapley and Miracle Watts have gotten engaged. So I want to congratulate them on the show. I ain't
congratulate nobody, because at y'all wedding reception, can y'all just invite me to be a third and I'll congratulate y'all in the bed.
There you go. I'm a supporter of these two.
I am too. I'm so much of a supporter. I'm trying to be invited to the bedroom.
I like their relationship. I like how it's open, but it's private. It's very private.
That's black sexiness.
We don't know what is really going on. They have a baby. They're on social media together.
Every time we see them together, they look like they are having such good connecting, furious times. Like I'm talking about, baby. It look like the sex between them people is amazing. Like their chemistry is fantastic. Like their chemistry speaks through the camera. Like,
it does.
And that alone, I like that for y'all. And Tyler, I met you one time at Atlantic Station. If I could ever.
Oh, you met Mr. Leapley?
Yeah, I do. I got a picture of him.
Oh,
yeah. And if I ever run into him again, I hope y'all can invite me to the wedding or something, and we can have a good little time.
Hey. Yeah, a long time ago, Mr. Leapley.
Yeah, 2021.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We've come to the end of the show. Yeah. I would like to thank Mr. GP for coming back to be with us today.
Popping my shit.
Everything that you heard here today are allegations brought to you through the media for observation, deep conversation, laughs, giggles, and opinion. If you haven't already, follow Mr. GP here on his Instagram at ghetto.poppy.
2 eyes.
2 eyes. Also, follow me on IG at the.jq.show or jaquavius.q. Also, TikTok is at the JQ Show and Facebook is Jaquavius Martin. Thank you all for tuning in today, and I will see you all on tomorrow. Later. Whoop, whoop.